Yo, what's up everybody, Hoxen here, and we are back with another countdown video, and today we'll be talking about my top 3 worst Kingdom Hearts games. Now, in honor of the new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that's coming out this Saturday, I just decided to do a little countdown video doing my least favorite Kingdom Hearts games. I only picked 3 because it's really hard to pick like Kingdom Hearts games that are bad. In my opinion, none are totally bad, but I picked 3 that I had a little bit of problems with. Now remember, this video is completely opinion based. This is what I think is my top 3 worst Kingdom Hearts games. I don't think they're all bad, but these are just some flaws in these 3 games that I just kind of ruined the experience for me. And you can just leave in the comment section below on what are you guys' top 3 like worst Kingdom Hearts games, or you can do top 5 or however many you want to do. You can actually just do from worst to best in the comment section below. I don't care. Just just give me an opinion on what you think. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into this. And starting out at number 3 is Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Despite this game being a really great continuation from Kingdom Hearts 2, I still can't get over the fact how just utterly confusing this story was. One minute you and Sora and Riku are on Destiny Island as kids again, and then the next minute you're fighting Ursula, and you're like, what the hell is Ursula doing back? And you find out she's a phantom, and you're like, what the hell is going on? Sora and Riku just drift off into nothingness, and then you're at a cutscene with you and Sid and your teens again, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Am I gonna get any explanation on what the hell is going on? And you're like, yeah, Mark and Mastery's going on, but that still doesn't explain the fact why am I a kid again. And then you get transported to Traverse Town. You wake up in Traverse Town and you're like a kid again, and it's like, what the hell, dude? I mean, yeah, I like the clothes. The clothes look pretty nice. They look really fucking clean on Sora. I'm kind of iffy on Riku's clothes in Dream Drop Distance, but that's fine. And then, don't get me wrong, the gameplay was fine. Like, I love how the mechanics took a page out of, Birth by Sleep and recoded with the command deck mechanics and stuff like that. But it was just the lore of the game with the sleeping worlds, and what I hate the most, it takes a special game to really work out the kinks of like time travel, and I don't think they should have put time travel in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, that's just my opinion, but with young Xehanort jumping between times and shit like that, it's just so confusing. You try to figure it out on your own, and you're just like, what the hell? I cannot do this. This hurts my head. Oh my god. But that just really ruined the experience for Dream Drop Distance for me. And don't even get me started on the fucking mechanics for the drop meter. That shit was, oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I had to restart a boss battle because of the stupid drop meter. Oh my god. But anyway, let's just jump straight into number 2. It is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories for the Game Boy Advance. Excuse me, I just burped. Oh god. I mean, just like Dream Drop Distance, it was a great story, with the whole, Sora losing his memory with each floor that he went on, which technically he didn't lose his memory, which is nominated messing with his head. Don't mess with girls. I'm just kidding. I don't know why the hell I said that. But first off, instead of what really messed this experience up for me was, I'm pretty sure you all know what's gonna come up. It was, instead of your normal hack and slash of a Kingdom Hearts game, it was replaced with a card battle system that based your attacks on whichever card you had in your deck. So for say you had like 3 attack cards, you would attack with those cards. Say if you had a Thunder card, you will use Thunder, and if you run out of cards, you can't attack. Like, it basically fucks you over. So if you stack your cards up, you lose those cards that you stack. And if you stack too many times, you lose those cards, and you can eventually end up with only like 1 attack card, which sucks bad. That happened to me so many times in the GBA version, because when the GBA version, I think, was the very first Chain of Memories game, if I'm correct. So it didn't give a lot of info on like how to properly strategize, and this game was basically a strategy game. So it took you a few times to really get the hang of it, but eventually, you really start understanding the concept of it, and by the time you get to the end, you probably maybe a pro at the goddamn mechanics of the game. I mean, I'm never a pro at it. I literally get lucky a lot of times. But the reason you might be asking, why is the GBA version on here? Why not the PlayStation 2 version? Well, you see, the GBA version was basically a 2D platform. You didn't really have a lot of room to move. You were limited to the space that you had to dodge attacks. And mainly for me, fighting Riku Replica was the worst of the worst. I died so many times because of his stupid air sonic blade that he would just dash in the air and slam down and have the beams of darkness come out of the ground. That was so hard to dodge that it was just like I just gave up. I just let him hit me because I knew I was gonna die. So that's basically it. It was just the car mechanics and just how limited you were in space for the Chain of Memories GBA version. And for coming in at number 1 is Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Boy, does this game piss me off. It just, I like the don't get me wrong, I like the concept of, you know, you're in Organization 13. I like games like that where it's just like switches the role. Instead of you being a hero, you're actually working for like the you know, I guess you could say the villains in this case. So that really was unique. I really like those games like that. It really gets me involved. They're just like, wow, so you really see what they do behind the scenes instead of, you know, you being the hero. You get to see what they actually do. But it was just the repetitive missions, the lack of worlds, and horrendous boss battles. Yes, I'm talking about you, ruler of the worlds, with your stupid treasure chest that shoots out coins at the fucking speed of light. And the tail, don't even get me started on the tail, because that's the only way that you can attack this stupid thing, is by hitting his tail. And his tail is like a fucking, like how you see the memes with the guy with the fishing pole. Is like, oh, you almost had it, oh, you almost got it. That's how it was. You would have to hit the tail. You would only hit the tail like maybe once every 10 minutes, and you're sitting there chasing after it. And then don't even get me started when you really break down, like when you hit one tail and like you break one skull, I guess you, in this case, it shoots out the coins and he dashes at you without remorse. It's just terrible, and you, oh my gosh. But that's, the boss battles, you know, like I just said, they were horrendous. But besides Xion, you know, Xion's boss battle was beautiful. Rest in peace, Xion. The story had a really slow start, you know. It was like, you know, you'll get an organization, they'll tell Roxas, you know, his actual name, like they gave him the name Roxas, and then you get initiated into the organization, stuff like that. But the beginning of the game, it was just so slow, and it was just, the tutorials weren't, I mean, I guess the tutorials were for like beginners of the Kingdom Hearts series, but you know, it's whatever. And the only saving grace that this game gets is the ending, which how Xion died, which actually brought a tear to my eyes, and how Roxas left the organization, and you fight, and you end up fighting, my favorite boss battle is Sayax. I really like that battle. That battle was amazing. But other than that, you know, that still doesn't save this game from being number 1 on this list. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. You can share it with whoever, I don't really care. But I'll see you guys on the next video, or whatever top, you know, countdown video, gameplay, whatever I decide to do next. So yeah, bye bye.